Hi there, this is Tierney with Golden Yoga Therapy. Today this practice is going to be a restorative practice with a focus on calming the nervous system, helping with sleep and wake cycles, also with restoring vitality, so legs up the wall, as well as clown pose, which is good for toning and strengthening the stabilizers in your hips. Yep, that's about it, so enjoy. Start with your legs up the wall. This is a one-stop shop posture. So if you do one pose in your day, do this one. Getting your legs up the wall can be a little tricky. So start by placing your hips at the wall, feet at the wall. You're going to swing your legs up. Have your blocks beside you that you're going to put under your hips. Put one block under. You're going to place the block a little bit away from the wall. Scoot your hips towards the wall. The block should be so that your tailbone's a little bit off the block and your block is stabilizing and underneath your hips and sacrum. You're going to make sure your belt is nice and tight, tourniquet tight, pretty close to your thighs, the top of your thighs. And the tighter you make the belt here, it helps to keep your hips and pelvis together so your legs and your hip flexors can just relax. They don't have to hold your legs up. Once you put one block under for a little bit, you're going to do another one. Place your blocks stacked right on top of each other so they're even. And then arms out to the side, arms over your head, or hands, palms on your belly. If your feet fall asleep, come out of the pose. If you feel your hamstrings, move away from the wall a bit. Okay? Otherwise, 2 blocks underneath you, hips right at the wall, and then stay here for 5 to 8 minutes. Okay, press pause and take your time. Once you finish your pose, you're going to take one block out and notice how you feel. Undo your belt. Take the other block out. Notice how it feels. And breathe. Slide your belt off your feet, roll onto one side, and push yourself up. Okay, the next pose we're going to do is a restorative twist. So coming from the wall, just relax your body over your bolster. Keep your feet and knees open on the floor rather than stacking them, and just relax and stay. Do one side. Stay for about a minute. Push your hands into the bolster. Turn your head the other way. So if you can't get your ear all the way to the bolster, then just keep your head the way you started, with your face facing the same direction as your knees. You want to be able to turn your head completely so you don't smash your face into the bolster. And then stay for 3 to 5 minutes, a little longer if you want, and then do the other side. Okay. Just push pause and do your pose. Next, we're going to do the clown pose. Put your head on the block. You can put a pillow or blanket underneath your waist to fill in your waist. Okay. So it looks like this. Stack your knees, bring your knees to about 90 degrees, and then your feet are stacked. Flex your feet gently, keep your heels together, press your belly in, hand palm at the floor. You're going to open your knees apart and slowly lower. Now the work here is where you lift to your maximum, stay, slowly lower halfway, and lift again. You should feel it in your glute med and in your hips. This is very good for anyone with lower back pain, SI joint pain, or any kind of, if you want to stabilize in your hip joint, or if you have any bursitis or anything where you need to sort of tone up in your hip, it's hard to walk or anything like that. Press your belly in, They're just moving small movements, but you will feel the results pretty quickly. So try not to rest a lot of weight. My heels are basically almost hovering. Both my feet are flexed. Press your belly in the whole time. Keep your hand on the mat. Okay, once you've done that until you've maxed out, you are going to keep your knees stacked, flex your toes, and lift your whole leg up. Keep the angle of the knee the same. Keep your knees stacked on top of each other, and you're just going to lift. Your shin is on a 45-degree angle. Your foot is higher than your knee the whole time. Press your belly in, and go slow. Slow, smooth movements. Try not to kick your foot up. Okay. The action here is lifting everything, keeping it stable, and lowering. Next one you're going to do, so you're going to make a circle with your knee. Imagine like you have a paintbrush on the end of your knee. You're going to make a circle. Make sure your hips are stacked and you're not rolling or moving your hips in any way, rolling backwards or moving your hips. Make a circle. You can start by making small circles with your knee and then eventually make them a little wider, a little bigger. Go really slowly. If you feel yourself wanting to go quickly, it's because it's easier. When we go quicker, you tend to move with the bigger prime mover muscles. I want you to use your small stabilizer muscles. When you strengthen those ones, okay, they keep you injury free and your body working more evenly, more healthy. Okay, you want all muscles to stay strong and harmonized, unified, working together, equal strength between both opposing muscles, so they work. So one muscle doesn't work all the time, the other one just sits on the sofa watching Netflix. Once you do one direction, do the other direction. Press your belly in. Just go slow. This one you will notice, if you practice this posture, you'll notice how you get strong. In the beginning you might really might feel challenging. That's okay, just means you need it. Okay, other side. So roll over and try the other side, or flip yourself so you face the other way. And then sit yourself up. Keep your knees a little bit on a 90-degree angle. Okay, and then go ahead, heels touch. Slowly lower. So you want to open your knees as wide as you can. And you lower halfway. Lift and lower. If you feel your leg that's on the floor rather than the leg that's in the air, it's okay, it's normal. Okay, sometimes we have one side that needs it more than the other, so you'll feel that side whether it's on the bottom or the top. And just keep breathing, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Try not to hold in other areas of the body when you do this pose. Keep breathing, press your lower belly in, keep your hips stacked. So the hips stay stationary. You can put your hand on your hip. Make sure that just your leg is lifting up and down and nothing else is shifting. And then once you finish that one, lift your foot to 45-degree angle. Keep your knees stacked and just lift your whole shin up and down. Relax your jaw. Press your lower belly in. This is a really good posture to do a couple times a week at least. Strengthen your lower back, your hips. Take your time with it. A little bit goes a long way. And then make a circle, one direction. Keep your motion smooth and continuous. Make small circles if you feel any clunk or instability in the hip joint. And then as your hip gets stronger, you're going to move and make a bigger circle, wider range of motion, and then go the other direction. Good, and then push yourself up, shake it out. Okay, the next pose we're gonna do is called nerve flossing. You can do it seated or in a chair. But hold your hands, palms, like you're holding two pies. And you've got two friends beside you. Imagine they're lemon meringue pies. You're going to throw the pies into their faces. Okay, and then flush your fingertips to the floor. Bring your hands, palms back, facing the ceiling like you're holding two trays or two pies, and then throw the pies all the way, fingers to the floor. Hands, palms up, and just floss your nerves. Nerve flossing. So, nerves, they need some attention sometimes. So this is to help the nerves run from your fingertips to the base of your skull. Okay, so they tend to get tight when we use our hands a lot. For typing or texting or generally just not stretching them out. So doing some nerve flossing will greatly help your dexterity. It'll also help, preventative medicine for arthritis or any kind of pain in the hands. You want to floss them out. Okay, the other one you can do is keep your hand palm lifted, and you're going to, especially the pinky finger, you want the pinky finger up. You're going to follow your hand with your eyes and bring it all the way to the back. And then bring it back. So just opening and bringing to your range of motion behind you. It's kind of like, look at all this beautiful things in front of you. You're just showing a display or something. So just arm out, palm out, spread your fingers and bring it a little bit behind you. This is your radial nerve. So once you do one side, do the other side. Just follow it gently with your head. Use your eyes. It's good for your neck and shoulders and your eyes to practice going to your maximum range of motion and working at your edge with it. So hand palm up, stretch especially through your pinky finger, almost like the pinky is leading in this one. Okay, and then shake it out. A strengthener for the hands that I like to do. Okay, you can have your hands, palms facing up, or you can stand, have your hands, palms facing down. So if you're facing down, you might need to sit on a chair so that you have enough space. Okay, so you're going to open and close your hands, palms as fast as you can. So just let them hang, or you can put them above you as well. Above you works your arms as well. So open and close as wide and then as tight as you can. So open, close, open, close. Once you get the movement, you increase the speed. And you just open and close your hands as quickly as you can. Breathe. Okay, start to increase your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Make sure you're spreading your fingers all the way to full extension. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. You'll start to feel this in your forearms. Open, close, all the way. Keep going nice and quick. It's a good warm-up for arm balances, for handstands, for dolphin pose, or anything on your forearms or your hands. It's also good for toning up, strengthening up your hands, your wrists, or just keeping them strong in general. So that's it for us today on this short little practice. At this point, you can do a chest opener would be a good idea for a closer, or you can switch up the twist that we did at the beginning and start with a chest opener and finish with a twist. It's kind of up to you. If you do a chest opener, make sure you do a flat back Savasana to finish. So for your chest opener, have a block or a small pillow to put under your head. You can use a rolled up mat or a blanket under your legs or a bolster if you have more than one. You can just improvise. You're going to bring your bolster close to your lower back. Make sure you have enough space for your shoulders to go on the floor in between your block and your bolster. Slowly lay back. Place your head on the block. Bring the block right to the base of your shoulders. Bring your shoulders to the floor, arms out, and take a deep breath in. Empty it out. Squeeze your glutes. Press your tailbone towards your toes, and then relax your legs. You want your bolster in line with your armpits, so adjust your positioning on your bolster if you need to. So scoot down a bit if you feel your lower back is kind of tweaked or off, if your hips are off the mat, and then just relax and take it easy. Always remember when you come out of a chest opener like this, you're going to roll to one side and push yourself up. Don't do it yet. Stay for 5 to 8 minutes. Take your time and do the best you can, and then enjoy Savasana. And then another practice, possibly. You can always string these practices together. Do a little bit here or there, depending on how much time or how much energy or how much relaxation you want. Thank you so much. Hope you had a wonderful practice. Enjoy. Namaste.